Things left to themselves always get worse. Cars get dirty, people get heavier and out of shape. For some reason, the trend is always negative, isn't it? Things break down and need repair. And freedom fades. You see, positive trends require work. It becomes easier to trust government. As people age, security fades, governments grow. But when governments grow, by definition, freedom wanes. We're distracted by cultural TV shows and fads, social media and wealth. People forget, and liberty diminishes, and tyranny grows. Without diligence, freedom will disappear. It was Thomas Paine that says, those who expect to reap the blessings of freedom must, like men, undergo the fatigues of supporting it. And Ronald Reagan said, freedom is no more than one generation from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on to them to do the same. And one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States when men were free.
In today's world, we're in a battle of ideas, a battle for the ideals of freedom, a battle for the very foundation of the republic. In fact, many of these principles are similar to the very reason that caused us to put pen to paper, outlining the assaults on liberty by King George III. Today we have a group of people that have forgotten our founding ideals. They've forgotten why government was limited in the threat of a large, overreaching federal government. Today, people are comfortable. They're comfortable in a promise. This is a promise of a fake utopia and a fake security in exchange for freedom. Freedom to fail, freedom to succeed, and freedom to live without government dictates. Unfortunately, many of our politicians cater to government-mandated promises paid for by you and your neighbor. This is not why Patrick Henry stood up on the floor of St. John's Church here in Richmond and made the case for liberty. You see, Henry wasn't interested in a government that would mandate light bulbs or health care or wages. No, in fact, Henry said, "Is life so dear or peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death."
You see, men used to talk this way. They used to talk about freedom and liberty, discussing the need to expand it. Yet today, men discuss American Idol and how federal government should do more, not less. There was a time when men thought freedom so dear they would die for it. These were the same men who thought our Constitution meant something and a smaller government meant more freedom. The fact is, men who went before us died for the very freedom we are letting slip through our hands every day.
And today, and over this next week, we get to honor these men. We get to honor them with our diligence in upholding the freedom they died to protect and the freedom they died to give us. The best way to thank the men like Jefferson and Madison, Mason, Washington, and Henry is to fight for what they stood for today. Now, it is your turn to fight for the freedom they provided, but it will not require you to give up your lives, future, or sacred honor. However, it will require you to be wise, thoughtful, and be discriminating in your one great freedom that is still left, your freedom to vote.
You see, you're in one of these swing states. The battle is here. And on our flag, it reads, "Sic semper tyrannis, death to tyrants." In other words, we here are Virginia citizens and American patriots. We prefer liberty to tyranny.
Amen.
You On Tuesday, have the power of George Washington, the power that led 2,500 barefoot bloody troops across the Delaware to win the Battle of Trenton. On Tuesday, you have more power than a president. It is up to you. You decide. Your children and your children's children are counting on you. Will you vote for more government or less? Will you vote to expand freedom or shrink it? The choice is yours. Choose wisely. Go make it count on Tuesday. Lee Brothers, 820 WNTW.
I don't back